Hello everyone, I'm the Healthful Dad. Welcome to this video today. Now, when I was getting married to my wife, I had no idea that she was going to be the entrepreneur that she is today. So, with that being said, I was kind of looking around, how can I help other people in this situation get through it? So today we're going to talk about the 7 tips for marital bliss with a business owner. Now this is based off a book by Meg Hirschberg. And basically the book is For Better or For Work, a survival guide for entrepreneurs and their families. So let's get started. First, you want to ask questions. Ask them now. There's no time like before you've exchanged those vows, or even when you're married, when that business begins, at that point to ask crucial questions of your entrepreneur and ask even a lawyer to understand what's at risk if the business goes belly up. Many entrepreneurs take out collateral, such as, their home, cars, other things to base their business on. So it is not inappropriate to answer some of the following questions. What's my exposure? Can we lose the house? How vulnerable are the family assets? If something happens to you, will I be on the hook for something? Assuming your business becomes profitable, what do you commit to doing with that cash? How long do you anticipate being in startup mode? And what happens if the business never becomes profitable? Now, these are all questions you should be willing to ask, and don't be afraid, because you know what? You're getting involved in this relationship. You need to know these answers. 2, befriend other couples in similar situations. Don't let yourselves become isolated from other business people in the early years of the startup. When you're with other entrepreneurs, you share solutions and strategies, and you know they're not judging you. They're dealing with the same issues that you are. Stay honest with each other about their business. This is the 3rd one. When you have a business, you want to stay honest. It's important between the couple that there's honesty, disentangling from the ego. That's because for the entrepreneur, there are 2 permissible answers when outsiders ask, how is your business going? Good or great? That's because when you own a business, you need to keep people, employees, friends, investors, bankers, and really everyone you connect with, believing in you and your ability to pull it off. So what Meg Hirschberg is saying is that it's not uncommon to feel like you're betraying your spouse if you raise doubts. Remember, entrepreneurs are so heavily identified with their business. The devotion, the passion, and commitment are beautiful on one hand, but it can make spouses uncomfortable about challenging the prospects. Agree to discuss these issues openly, without fear or resentment, about legitimate questions. 4, recognize that business ownership does not equate to freedom. This is important, folks. When you own a business, man, that just doesn't mean you can pop up and do whatever you want. As a new or long-term spouse of a business owner, you might expect that if your partner is the boss, she or he can leave work whenever they want. Yeah, not so much. It doesn't work like that, folks. When people start businesses, they look first at the benefits they can provide you. Vacations when you want. You can leave early to go to those soccer games and even have long weekends. But it's precisely because they're the boss that they might not be able to do those things. And you need to be able to learn how to deal with those. 5, carve out undistracted time together. Even when a business owner is at home, their minds are everywhere. My wife is always thinking about this, that, the next thing, in bed, out of bed, in the car, when we're outside, whatever it is. Workaholism isn't a rule among entrepreneurs, but many are known for being attached to their devices, taking business calls late at night or even on vacations. To keep a spouse from starting to feel resentful, orchestrate distraction-free moments by prohibiting electronics at the dinner table or taking walks without that smartphone, so you can just have that time to talk and connect. Remember, your relationship with one another is still priority number 1. 6, clarify what your role will be in the business. When one person owns a business, it's easy for spouses to fall into parallel tracks. The entrepreneur, in this case my wife, has all kinds of stuff going on. She's busy, she might be traveling, whatever it might be. I could be off coaching soccer. I could be at church or school functions with our son. Your worlds can easily become disconnected. What should you do? When it comes to the business, you might want to take the opportunity to get to know the employees of the company and the investors. Visit the business place occasionally, stopping in and have lunch with everybody. attend the holiday parties, work, even, give the opportunity to work at a trade show and work the booth for your spouse's company. It's so important to try to stay connected, and not just personally. And lastly, number 7, know how much information you can handle. Couples should decide ahead of time what they will discuss about the business and what will be off limits based on how much a risk a spouse can stomach. I'm not saying you should baby your spouse, but everyone's got a different risk tolerance, and that needs to be respected. Now to recap, ask your questions, get them done, because if you don't ask questions, you'll never know, and it's hard to go back. Befriend other couples in similar situations. I can't tell you how important this is, because by doing this, it has helped me grow and start building my business. Stay honest with each other about the business. The more honesty you share, the less resentment there's going to be, and there's less chance that there'll be problems. Recognize that the business ownership does not equate to freedom. Just because you own your own business or your spouse owns your own business doesn't necessarily mean they can just go off and go play golf or meet for lunch. They're going to have business to attend to. They're going to have meetings. They're going to have webinars to listen to. They're going to have all kinds of things going on, so don't expect that freedom to come right away. 5, carve out the undistracted time together. Go for that walk without the smartphone. If you do have lunch, leave the phones in the car. Sit down and talk to each other. It's great to look into each other's eyes and have some of that beautiful Mexican food at lunch. Next, 6, clarify what your role will be in the business. You want to make sure that you're part of it, that you're just not somebody that's running around doing the laundry, getting the mail, going to get the food. Be involved in the business. I'm not saying you go into work and you're telling this person do this person do this person do this. Just get in there, get to know the people, investors, employees, and figure that stuff out. And number 7, know how much information you can handle, because you know what, folks? For me, I just kind of ask for the bullets. This is what I want, this is what we need, and here we go. So there you go, folks. 7 tips for marital bliss with a business owner. I'm the Healthful Dad. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helped. Check out some of my videos on YouTube, as well as my website, www.thehealthfuldad.com. Thank you. Have a great day.